Should you deploy in the military if you're between the ages of 18 and 25 years old? Now, these years are the most formative years in your entire life because typically you're graduating high school, going to college, and potentially getting a master's or law degree, doctorate degree, whatever the case is. You also typically meet your significant other during these years. Now, a lot of women today go to school only to meet their significant other. They don't really want to work. They want to be a stay at home mom and have kids and all of these things, right? So, a lot of women go to law school not to become a lawyer, but to meet a man that's going to be able to provide for the family and herself um, for the rest of their lives. So, when you talk about deploying between ages 18 and 25, you might miss some of your most formative years. Now, if you take 9 months or a year to go overseas, and you end up missing out and not going to college and then not meeting somebody and then you're kind of stuck with slim pickings on the back end because all the good people are taken, that brings up an interesting conversation like, hey, should I deploy or should I not deploy? So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself really quickly. So I'm in the Army Reserves. I joined at 26. I'm currently 28. I got married in September. My wife and I have been together for going on 5 years here. Our first baby is due in June of this year. It's a girl, and we plan on having 4 kids back to back. So family is the most important thing to me. I would give up everything to have a lot of kids and a family. So maybe I'm biased a little bit, but I remember. So when I turned 18 years old, I went to a semester of college. I dropped out of school. I started a real estate company, started buying rental properties, and I wasn't in school, but I was hanging out with all of my friends that were in college, right? And it was a little bit interesting because I wasn't in the mix, but I was still kind of around. So I always felt the pressure and I would observe. I would just observe people. And the high quality women were starting their serious relationships like junior and senior year of college. And I'm talking bachelor's degree, right? They would be going for the athletes, the attorneys, the doctors, high value men that they knew could provide for them. So I kind of approached the 20, 21, 22 age group, and I'm single at this point, right? And I'm like, oh boy, I definitely need to find a girl that's still college age because I don't want to be dating older women that didn't find somebody, and that's like a red flag to me, you know? So I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I meet my wife, and she's a junior in college at the time. I'm 23, so I'm out of school, and I'm like, man, like I'm about to move to Miami. I was like, oh, okay, I'm done here. I'm in trouble. I'm not gonna get a good girlfriend, whatever. And I end up meeting her, and it ended up working out perfectly because again, she was a junior, and I took her to all the properties that I owned, and I showed her that I could provide for us and our family and the kids that we were gonna have. She's like, okay. So now, if I would have deployed during those years, gone away for a year, my life probably would have changed drastically. If I was dating somebody and I went overseas for a year, high chance that they cheat on me or leave me, especially between 18 and 25 because they're in their most valuable years as well. Are they going to sit and wait for somebody that's overseas? Now, there's a lot of benefits to the military that sometimes aren't understand. When you get back, you have a fat stack of cash. Maybe you have some disability. Maybe you have the VA loan that you can use. All of these benefits, right? Now, maybe like she wouldn't have understood that, and like if she would have understood it, she would have waited for you. But my point being, this is the most important time in your life to meet a significant other. Do you want to change your trajectory by deploying, potentially not going to college because you deployed, or going to online school, not being surrounded by peers like mine, same age group? I don't know. That's a very interesting question that you're going to have to do a deep dive. But my goal here is to prompt these questions in your mind so you know what to ask and you know what to think about. Because I certainly think once you get past 25 years old, a lot of people kind of are a little bit downhill from there, sorry to say, because they missed their time. They didn't lock up somebody that's high quality, and then you're kind of doing this whole kerfluffle thing trying to figure it out. Now, my mom had me at 18 and my sister at 21, and my parents split, right? So I have firsthand experience with this. Uh, my it's not typical for a man to want to date another woman that already has kids to become a stepfather. That's just kind of like some different stuff that that a lot of men aren't comfortable with. So that takes a lot of good men off the table if you have kids with somebody else. And now this goes for men too. Not a lot of women want to be a stepmom when the dad or the guy has kids with somebody else. So it's a very interesting and real thing that needs to be talked about. Deploying in your formative years could be a little bit of a struggle. But again, you come back with a patch, you come back with a lot of money, you come back with the VA loan, all of these things, right? There's a lot of value in deploying. I'm a little bit frustrated that I haven't deployed yet at 28 years old. But again, I joined at 26. I knew I was going to have kids. I became a 42 alpha, which is support, because I didn't want to deploy because I would have rather started a family. Will I deploy in the future? I would love to. But again, if my kids need me home, I'll probably stay home. But I would love to get a deployment. So I plan on staying in for as long as I possibly can. I love the military. It's changed my life. The community is incredible. I can't wait to use the VA loan. But I really plan on serving as long as I possibly can. They're going to have to kick me out for being too old. So maybe I deploy later on in life. Want to go to Europe or something, go to Germany, want to go to Europe, travel all over. I don't know. Maybe that's a possibility, and we will have to see. But I hope this video prompted some questions maybe that you didn't think about. I'm here to offer a different opinion. I'm here to offer kind of my side of the story, how it's impacted my life, my journey, what my life has kind of become. So hopefully it was helpful. I am always posting military content. I typically take people from new recruits to wealthy veterans, specifically using real estate. It's been my mode of greatness and cash flow and wealth, and I want to give that to you. And every time you're PCSing, you should be buying real estate. If you have a VA loan eligible and you're not using it, I think that's kind of foolish, and I really think that you should use it. It's an incredible opportunity to build wealth that these civilians don't get. So cheers. Hope you have a blessed day. Thank you so much.